This is KWRM, Corona, California, 1370 AM radio.
It's time for Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball. Brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Pepsi, Laughlin's Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, Carl Budde, Galliano Winery, California Department of Conservation, Red Roof Inn, Fast Frame, Southern California Housing, and by Yellow Book USA. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. This is Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball.
Hello, everybody. This is Jason Anaforian, and welcome to Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball this afternoon from Arrowhead Credit Union Park as the Quakes take on the 66ers, California League affiliates today of the Angels and the Mariners. And it all comes down to today's ball game as the Storm are up north taking on the Stockton Ports, and the Quakes here were all tied up for the final wild card spot in the California League Southern Division race as the Quakes take on the 66ers here today. The Quakes will send to the mound left-hander Daniel Davidson. Davidson will be opposed by Mike Steele. Originally it was supposed to be Juan Sandoval, but it's going to be Mike Steele who makes a bullpen start today. Steele with no record so far and 2 months of action with the 66ers, a 4.78 ERA, and the Quakes starter Daniel Davidson, 12-7, and a 4.62 ERA. The 66ers are taking the field right now. We're getting set for the national anthem in just a little bit, as it is a nice day, but a hot day for baseball. Bright blue skies above, the wind blowing out to right field, and a very warm afternoon here in San Bernardino. And the whole season comes down to the ball game here today. By the way, one scoring update for you right now. In the bottom of the third inning, it is Stockton 5, Lakeville 4, bottom half of the third inning. And we will keep you updated as this broadcast moves along as for the results of that ball game. We'll take a break for the national anthem and come back with more right after this.
You've heard about it, and now they're here. The Inland Empire's newest pro basketball team, the Ontario Warriors, have teamed up with KWRM 1370 to bring the fast-paced action of the American Basketball Association. The return of the ABA to Southern California means pro basketball at an affordable price in a fan-friendly and family atmosphere. Hi, everyone. It's Rob Bushka, sports director here at KWRM and voice of the Warriors. Catch all the action live beginning in November. For more tickets and to get in on the ground floor, call 909-578-6395. That's 909-578-6395, or visit us at OntarioWarriors.com.
Down the starting lineups this afternoon for you. First of all, for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, Erick Aybar leads off. He is the shortstop. Reggie Willits bats second. He's in center field. Carlos Duncan, the designated hitter, will hit third. David Gates in left field will bat cleanup. Michael Napoli catches and hits fifth. Ryan Budde at first base today. Budde will bat sixth. Adam Paskovich is at third base, hitting seventh. Jason Sugden in right field will hit eighth, and B.J. Weed, the second baseman, bats ninth. Aybar, Willits, Duncan, Gates, Napoli, Budde, Paskovich, Sugden, and Weed. Now the starting lineup for the Inland Empire 66ers. Gary Harris leads it off in center field. Batting second, the second baseman, is Juan Gonzalez. Jesus Guzman is at third base, hitting third. John Nelson is in left field, batting cleanup. Wladimir Balentien, the right fielder, will hit fifth. Rene Rivera, the designated hitter, bats sixth. Rivera back today from AAA Tacoma. Matt Hagan, the first baseman, will hit 7th. Ryan Lentz will catch it at 8th. And hitting 9th, the shortstop is Michael Garcia-Parra. Harris, Gonzalez, Guzman, Nelson, Balentien, Rivera, Hagan, Lentz, and Garcia-Parra. Now the final throw is going down to second base as Erick Aybar will begin to make his way up to the plate. Jason Anaforian with you today on this Labor Day, and a happy Labor Day to you, wherever you might be listening to the ball game on a bright, sunshiny afternoon. And this is for all the marbles. If you want to use a cliche, however you want to size this race up, it comes down to today. The Quakes could win, and if Lake Elsinore wins, we have another game tomorrow. If the Quakes lose and Lake Elsinore loses, we have another game tomorrow. And then there's the other two possibilities. As Aybar steps in. On the mound today, Mike Steele. And he winds in the first pitch of the ball game. Aybar runs up and slaps it foul. And we are underway this afternoon at 2:12 p.m. With my studio coordinator, John Souter. This is Jason Anaforian. Glad you could tune into the broadcast. The Quakes lost the ball game last night. They were shut out for just the third time this year. They lost the ball game yesterday 5-0. Here's the next pitch, and Aybar swings and misses at a breaking ball, and the count is 0-2. So 0-2 to count to Erick Aybar, hitting .329 with 13 home runs and 64 RBIs. Aybar, a switch hitter, batting left-handed. Steele winds and deals. The 0-2 on the way, swung on, popped up, shallow left, coming in is Nelson, and it's going to fall for a base hit. And that's the way this ball game gets started today. A base hit for Erick Aybar. Here comes Reggie Willits. In left field today is John Nelson. He was playing medium depth to Aybar. In center field straight away is Gary Harris. Wladimir Balentien is straight away and deep and right. At third base is Jesus Guzman. At shortstop, Michael Garcia-Parra plays back. Guzman, the third baseman, in on the grass, and the first pitch from Steele. He throws home, and Willits from the left side bunts it foul. The count is 0-1. Right away, the Quakes trying to play to get that runner in scoring position. And it is important in a ball game like this, when it comes down to one day, if you can get not only a run early, but a couple of runs early. And it could take the pressure off. At second base is Gonzalez playing medium depth. Holding on Aybar at first is Hagan. Aybar away from the bag, and Steele turns and he throws back over, and back safely is Aybar. Originally, it was supposed to be Juan Sandoval throwing today. That's what we were told after the ball game. And Sandoval was not feeling good when he woke up this morning on Sunday, or on Monday, this Labor Day. He was not feeling good. Here's the pitch on the way to Willits, a breaking ball outside, and the count is even at 1-1. And so Mike Steele is getting the start. Mike Steele, a reliever for the 66ers this year. He's had a rough July, but a much better August. And he has gone for relief. This is the guy that they're going to try and get as much out of him today as they can. Aybar runs. The next pitch is swung on and bounced foul. Back to the screen, and the count is now 1-2 strikes. Steele, with 19 games so far, 26 in a third innings pitch. He has given up 31 hits, walked 16, struck out 22. Opponents hitting .290 against Steele. Away from first base is Aybar, and Steele from the stretch. Willits stands up in the box, a little bit off the plate from the left side. Now Steele is set. He nods down, and he throws home. The pitch is a breaking ball outside. And the count is the count is now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Away from first base is Aybar. Hagan holds on Aybar. Aybar with good speed. He leads the way. 51 stolen bases on the year for Aybar. And a turn and a throw back over, and back safely again is Aybar. Unless Aybar goes on a massive tear of stolen bases, and he will fall short of the Quakes' single season record for most stolen bases in a year. Although that's really not on the top of his list right now. It's getting on base, and if Aybar can be a part of this game, it can become big. The 2-2 pitch swung on, hitting the left center. That's a base hit. Aybar rounds the bag at second, and Nelson is there to pick it up and get it back to the infield. And the Quakes have runners at first and second with nobody out here in the top half of the first. If there is a game tomorrow, the Quakes will play at Lake Elsinore. Here is Carlos Duncan. The Quakes will play at Lake Elsinore if there is a ball game tomorrow. At second base is Aybar. At first base is Willits. Nobody out here in the top half of the first inning. We'll have that game for you live tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Runners from first and second, nobody out, and a step off the down by Steele, and a look back to second base, and Aybar is back on the bag. Infield plays back. Behind the plate is Brian Lentz. Rene Rivera, who caught, is the designated hitter. He's also caught this year for the 66ers. But he just got back from AAA Tacoma today. Next pitch is down low, and the count 1-0 to Carlos Duncan. In last night's ball game, the Quakes had runners at first and second only one time. They had only 2 runners on base at one time last night during the ball game. Other than that, they were pretty much stifled often by Thomas Oldham, the left-hander. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch on the way. Duncan swings and pops it up foul. Off to the right. This one is headed back into the seats and to the back part of the seats. Some folks sitting in the shade right under the press box today. It's a bright day. It's a sunshiny day. Over 100 degrees here at first pitch at the ballpark, and you could feel that dry desert heat when you walked into this place today. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch on the way. Duncan swings and hits the fly ball. Pretty well hit center field. There's forward back. He's in front of the track. Now onto the track. He's not going to get it. And it hits on the warning track, and it stays in play. Being moved around third base is Aybar. He'll come in to score. To third base goes Willits. And in at second base is Duncan with a double and an RBI, and it's 1-0 Quakes. No telling yet if that was a ground rule double. I believe it was. I said it stayed in play. But that ball hit on the warning track out in center field, and it either hit the very top of the wall before it hit the hitter's eye and stayed in play. But once it hits the hitter's eye, that's a ground rule double because the batter's eye is out of play. Here is David Gates. Second and third, nobody out, and it's 1-0 Quakes in the top of the first. The pitch to Gates is down low, and the count is 1-0. Willits at second base, Willits at third base, Duncan at second base. David Gates on the season, hitting .269, 20 home runs, and 85 runs batted in. Now, away from second and third are the runners. Steele throws home. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Gates swings and hits the fly ball. Pretty well hit right there. Balentien twisting back. Going back at the track in front of the wall. He reaches up where he makes the catch. Tagging at third base is Willits. He'll come in to score. Going from second to third is Duncan on the sacrifice fly. And an RBI. And it's 2-0 Quakes. Key for the Quakes to come out and jump on the board early in this contest. Here is Michael Napoli. Napoli hitting .282 with 28 home runs, 117 RBIs. And a runner at third with 1 out, and the infield brought in. A look over at third. Steele throws home. The pitch is blown away. It is blocked by Lentz, and the count is 1-0. The Quakes will send Daniel Davidson to the hill in the bottom half of the inning. 2-0 already, Rancho Cucamonga. Now away from third base is Duncan. Infield brought in, 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch from Steele. Fastball swung on and missed. The count is even at 1-1. Telling you about the story on Steele this year. Steele and 26 in the third innings prior to the game today. 31 hits. He has walked 16, struck out 22. Opponents hitting .290 against him, but only .255 in the month of August. The 1-1, a breaking ball outside. 2-1 the count. This is Steele's first start, or his second appearance in September. Steele pitched on September 1st. That's the last time he pitched. That was on Wednesday night. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch home. Swinging a foul to the screen. The count is even now 2-2. In that appearance, he went 1 inning. He gave up a base hit and walked the batter. Did not allow any runs. And Steele, in that contest, it was against Lancaster. It was at Lancaster, in which the 66ers won that ballgame. But he has had as many days rest in between his last outing and today as Davidson has had. 2-2 on the way. Napoli swings, and he misses, and he is out on strike. So a key strikeout there for Steele, either pitching for the strikeout or the pop-up, or a ball hit at one of his infielders, and he gets the strikeout. 2 men out, and here comes Ryan Budde to the plate. Quakes baseball on this Labor Day afternoon, brought to you by Farmer John Hot Dogs, the official hot dog of the Epicenter. Farmer John Hot Dogs all season long, a proud sponsor of Quakes baseball on the radio. Here is Ryan Budde. The pitch from Steele. Budde swings and grounds this one to the backhand side of Garcia Park short. He's got a long throw to first, and the last stretch by Hagan. The throw is there in time. The inning is over. The Quakes score 2 runs though in the inning on 3 hits. So there's a man left on base. We head to the bottom half of the first. It's the Quakes 2 and the 66ers coming to bat.
Please leave a message.
Hi, Dad. It's me. Sorry you weren't home. I just wanted to let you know, Mom and I are having a great time here in Laughlin, Nevada. We miss you a ton and can't wait to get home. But unfortunately, our tire busted. Yeah, our spare busted too. Simultaneously. What are the chances of that? And also, it snowed here. Yeah, it snowed like 5 feet and all the roads are closed. I know you've heard it's the desert here, but it's one of those snowy deserts. Not all beautiful and sunny like you've heard. So it looks like we'll have to stay for at least a couple more days. Don't worry, though. We'll keep playing the flats and water skiing and hiking and having dinner by the gorgeous river and going out dancing and stuff, if we have to. Okay, Dad. Bye-bye.
Young or old, there's a lot to do these days. So if you come, plan on staying a while. For more info, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
Time for a quick quiz. What do you get when you multiply your salary by 7? Give up? That's the amount of life insurance you may need. Do you have the right amount of life insurance to protect your family's future? Allstate agent Daryl Keepers and Todd Hagee can make sure you do. They will even provide you with free life insurance analysis. Call Allstate agent Daryl Keepers at Rancho Cucamonga at 987-6403 or Tad Hagee in Rialto at 820-7373. Because when it comes to your life insurance, the right hands make all the difference. Allstate Life Insurance Company, home office, Northbrook, Illinois.
We move down to the bottom of the first inning with the score. Quakes 2, the 66ers coming to bat. Jason Anaboyan with you here from the Arrowhead Credit Union Port. And Gary Harris will lead it off. Harris, Gonzalez, and Guzman for the 66ers. Here's the pitch, and it's up and away. And the count is 1 ball and no strikes. We have a scoring update for you. It is 6-4 Stockton, leading Lake Elsinore. As the next pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, and the count is even now at 1-1. 6-4 Stockton, leading Lake Elsinore in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball to left field. Gates moving back. He is there. He is under. He makes the catch. And there's 1 out. Anyway, and coming up is Juan Gonzalez. Daniel Davidson on the mound for the Quakes today. Quakes right now winning their ball game. Lake Elsinore losing their ball game. Davidson with a record of 12-7 and a 4.62 ERA. 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Gonzalez swings and pops it up. Foul territory, third base side. Here comes Pastovich on the grass, and the third baseman makes the catch. 2 men out. Here is Jesus Guzman. Guzman hitting .309, 6 home runs, and 71 RBIs. So Davidson works from the mound right now after 2 quick outs here on the bottom of the first. Davidson pitched very well in his last start at High Desert. Here's the pitch home. Swinging a foul off to the right. And this one's back up on the roof. 0-1 the count. The next pitch misses inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. In that ball game at High Desert, 7 innings pitched for Davidson, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 3, struck out 3. Next pitch is a strike, and the count is 1-2. And Davidson surrendered a home run in that contest. 1-2 the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swinging a shot right back to Davidson on the mound. A one-hopper. He turns first to first, and they get him. The inning is over. 1-2-3. Go to 66ers in the first. And after 1, 2-0 Quakes.
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Mira Loma. It's every golfer's dream with a championship course designed by Schmidt and Curley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Limonite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. Tee it up at Goose Creek tomorrow and have a great game.
Vineyard Bank, your hometown bank, is proud to support our hometown team, the Quakes. You could say we've been sending a few shockwaves of our own around the local banking industry with a performance that can only be described as, well, off the scale. We're rolling through the region with a creative force that is changing the whole banking experience. Ingenuity and flexibility are our mantra as we look for innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively to help businesses and families alike. As one of the fastest growing banks in California, we'll continue to shake things up in order to give our customers what they need. We don't measure our success one bank charge at a time like some do. We measure it by how we have contributed to the quality of life for our customers and our community today, and for generations to come. We'll be there the next time Quakes hit a home run, and many more to follow.
Nothing. Quakes after 1 inning. Adam Pastovich will lead it off as Mike Steele tries to rebound after a rough first inning. Here's the pitch. Pastovich takes way up and in. The count is 1-0. Pastovich, Sedgman, and Weed here in the top half of the second inning. 2 runs, 2 hits for the Quakes so far, and Davidson with the 1-2-3 bottom of the inning. And Pastovich swings and guys at the left field. Bielski going back. It's over his head, and it's off the wall. Harris goes over to pick it up, and in the second base goes Pastovich around the bag and stop there with a lead-off double. A double to left center field. That brings up Jason Sedgman. Jason Sedgman hitting .237 with a home run and 27 RBIs. Now the Quakes got 3 hits to open up the first inning, and they're right back at it with another hit here in the second. Away from second base is Paskovich. Now Sugden off the plate just a little bit. He had an 18 hitting streak snapped yesterday. He shows bunt, pulls back, and takes up high. The count is 1-0. Guzman in at the grass at third. Sugden, he showed on the first move, on the first pitch, that he could be pushing the runner over to third. In a 1-0. This time he does not bunt. He pulls back and pops it up out of play, and it's off to the left, back into the seats. Let him win the count. The 66ers today wearing their alternate red-colored jerseys. They actually serve as the batting practice jerseys for most of the season. White pants and blue bills, or blue caps with the silver bills. The 1-1 on the way. Sugden shows bunt, pulls back and takes outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Outfield is playing Sugden straight up. Quakes up in this one, 2-0, top half of the second inning. A beautiful day. The breeze is blowing out to right. It is a hot day, though, and it is a clear day, so you can see the mountains, and it's an incredible view. Here's the 2-1 on the way. Sugden drives this one left center field. Harris has to go on a pretty good run, and he will get there to center fielder, that is, to run it down in the gap, and back to second goes Paskovich. Well, right now, the Quakes just look like they're in rhythm offensively. Even the outs they make are not easy outs right now against Steele. And with Steele, his job is to go as far as he can today, and that also means another thing. In terms of trying to go as long as he can. For Steele, he is in a bullpen start as B.J. Weed steps into the box. 2-0 the score. Quakes on top of this one at the top of the second inning. That also means that at a moment's notice, he could be out of the ballgame. They're going to try and see how long they can use him, but the Quakes could be looking at several different arms today. They probably will be. He swings and fouls the first pitch back to the screen, and the count is 0-1. Weed batting .279, 3 home runs, 50 RBIs. On deck is Erick Aybar. If the Quakes win this ball game today, and they win it outright, meaning they're going on to the playoffs after today, tickets for the playoffs will go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. The 0-1 on the way. Weed swings and hits a foul down the left field line. This one's back up onto the berm. No balls and 2 strikes to count. 2-0 the score. Rancho in front. If there is a 1-game playoff, tickets will not go on sale yet for the playoff game. If there is a playoff game, we will know, and it will be on Wednesday night at the Epicenter. The 0-2 on the way, swung on, hit the center field, on Contreras, he's got to throw it on a hop. Around third is Paskovich. He'll score, and it's 3-0 Quakes. An RBI hit to B.J. Weed, and it's 3-0. Erick Aybar, who singled and scored in the first inning, will be the batter. So 3-0 Quakes, already 5 hits off of Steele. How different is it when you are able to go up against somebody that's not a starter? Well, it's a lot different. Aybar swings and fouls it back to the screen. The count is 0-1. We said it in the opener, but getting a lot of runs for the Quakes and getting some runs early just changes the ball game. It doesn't mean things are in the bag. That has nothing to do with that. It just takes the pressure off. It takes the pressure off the offense, having to perform late in the ball game, perhaps trying to come from behind, turning the quarterback over to first, and Weed is back. And it keeps you out of that situation when you come into a game, into a day like this where you're tied for a playoff spot or a division title and it's down to 1 game. Anything you can do to keep yourself away from being in as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and rolled the strip. Garcia Paul puts it to second for 1, gives out, back to first, and ending in the double play. can do to keep yourself out of that situation where your back really is to the wall and you've got to come from behind, the better off you are. The Quakes pick up one more run here in the top of the second inning on 2 hits. Nobody left on. After 1.5, it is 3-0 Quakes.
There you are, working diligently on your computer, when all of a sudden, there's nothing. All that time and work gone. Yes, computer failure. Most of us have experienced it at least once. Luckily, the pros at PC Fix are there to help. We know computer problems can hurt the efficiency of your business or frustrate you at home, and that's why we take great pride in offering prompt certified service at a low, flat rate. From repairs and upgrades to internet security, find us in your yellow pages. PC Fix. We fix what they can't.
Whether it's your first Little League t-shirt or a Letterman's jacket, there's something special about putting on a uniform and feeling like part of a team. If you're promoting your club, team, or business, you owe it to yourself to contact Trademark Industries. In addition to providing custom embroidery, we can custom make just about any promotional product you can think of. So gather your ideas and contact Trademark Industries. See us online at trademarkindustries.net or visit us on Acacia Street in Rancho, Cucamonga.
If your home team is hungry for a mealtime winner, there's nothing better than Original Call Budde. With 9 distinct flavors like smoked turkey, honey ham, and corned beef, we've got the taste and variety that never strikes out. Plus, we've got the convenience that keeps meal preparation time from going into extra innings. Look for Original Call Budde in 2.5-ounce, 8-ounce, and 1-pound sizes at your favorite grocer. That's Call Budde, a real slice of life.
Nelson will lead it off. Bottom of the second inning. First pitch from Daniel Davidson is low and away, 1-0. Nelson batting .303 with 19 home runs on the season. And Nelson also with 94 RBIs. The next pitch on the way is down low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. It is 3-0 Quakes here in the bottom half of the second inning. Davidson looks in from the windup. Now he goes to the glove. And he throws. The pitch on the way is swung on and popped up foul. Dropped to the right. This one's headed up onto the berm and out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Nelson hitting .303, 19 home runs, 94 RBIs. And right now his 94 RBIs leads the 66ers. Next pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. And the count is 2-2. The Quakes lost last night's ball game. They're going for a split in the series today. Obviously, today is a must-win situation. Maybe not if Lake Elsinore loses, but still, it is a one-game scenario. Next pitch, strike 3 called, and Nelson 1 out. And in regards to it being a one-game situation, the Quakes, they match up all right with Inland Empire. They've already clinched winning the season series. They're 14-12 against the 66ers. Balentien swings and pokes this one in the right field. Sexton's going to come on and throw it on a high. Balentien is on with a 1-out single. One away, here comes Rivera. Balentien away from first base. Rivera hitting .241, 6 home runs, 53 RBIs. Davidson throws from the stretch, the pitch. It's in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. Davidson had struggled in August. He had an ERA over 7 in his 5 starts in August. And the big start was his last one. Next pitch to Rivera, he is outside. 1-1. Napoli out of the crouch, checking the runner at first. And Balentien is back. Come back and go 7 innings for the first time in over a month. That's what Davidson did last start. Gives him a great deal of confidence coming into the ballgame today. They throw over to first, and Balentien is back. Currently behind the plate today, captain Davidson on the mound. Budde at first base is holding on Balentien. He leads the way. The 1-1 on the way is swung on and missed. And the count 1-2. B.J. Weed is at second base today for the Quakes. Erick Aybar at short. Adam Paskovich back of the bag at third and off the line. In straightaway left field is David Gates. Reggie Willits is in center field, shaded just a tad toward left center. And straightaway in right field is Jason Sugden. 1-2 to count, one man out. A look over at first, here's the pitch, and it tails inside, 2-2 now. They're on the top of the fifth inning right now in Stockton with the score. The Perth 6 and the Lake Elsinore Storm 4. 6-4 Stockton, top half of the fifth. Away from first base is Balentien. A look over. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. It is high for a ball. Hit on the second wheel. Another time. And the throw was offline, and it was only a question of whether Aybar was able to have Balentien coming towards the bag. And what Aybar had to do was he had to grab the throw, and he had to hope that he could at least get Balentien on somewhere on the upper body. With Balentien sliding into the bag, see if the glove and Balentien couldn't at least cross paths and Aybar get a piece of it. That's not the case. So 3-2 now. Balentien steals second base. 1 out, and Rivera at the plate. The pitch, swinging a bouncer. That ball is just foul. Past the third base bag. And the count is still 3-2. So big for the Quakes to get those 3 early runs, but it's also big to put up a couple of zeros on the board as well. And if Davidson can do that early, it can start to set the tone for this ball game and really give the Quakes some momentum. Get this offense right now that has been hitting the ball and come out swinging out of the gates. Get them in the dugout as quickly as you can. Next pitch to Rivera. Misses inside, ball 4. Jeremy Starling is behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Brandon Cooney is on the base path. 1 out, 3-0 the score in favor of the Quakes. Bottom half of the second inning. Here is Matt Hagan. Hagan hitting .230 with 9 home runs, 45 RBIs. Now Davidson from the stretch. Peers in to the side. 1 man out in the inning. A double play can get him out of the jam. Now Davidson throws home. The pitch to Hagan is a strike. 0-1 the count. When a ball club like Fierce Inland Empire gets a big hit to perhaps tie the ball game up, it gets them into the game. Not to say that they're out of it right now, but it lets them know that they can hang around. That's what a hit for Inland Empire can do. You go 1 on the way, inside, and the count 1-1. There are so many games within a game, and then when a game is where everything is, today's game is with the Quakes and the 66ers. Just think about what it would be like tomorrow if the Quakes had to go to a 1-game playoff. Everything there gets dissected even more. The 1-1. Swinging a slow little tapper up along the first baseline and foul. 1-2. On deck is Brian Lentz. So the early games against a guy like Davidson could be your best shot to get to him. Could be an afternoon where he labors through it. Could be the afternoon where if you don't get him now, he cruises on and can pitch you another strong 7 innings. 1-2 to count, 1 man out. Well, the Quakes having shelled their last night, it did not work out for them, but Davidson today, you have to like the way the rotation was able to map out in this final series. That's this big line shot right to Paskovich at third. He makes the catch, throws it across the third. I don't know what Rivera was doing, but he's done it out, and that does it. The runner at second, Balentien held. Rivera broke on contact, but a line after third and a double play ends the second inning. We head to the third, 3-0 Quakes.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Quakes broadcast is brought to you in part by David Darwin Flooring, a quality service since 1980. By Trademark Industries, your complete satisfaction is our trademark. By American Coatings, they protect your investment. by The Beer Hunter, the place where friends gather, and by William Scotsman, your mobile office specialist in Riverside.
Vineyard Bank, your hometown bank, is proud to support our hometown team, the Quakes. You could say we've been sending a few shockwaves of our own around the local banking industry with a performance that can only be described as, well, off the scale. We're rolling through the region with a creative force that is changing the whole banking experience. Ingenuity and flexibility are our mantra as we look for innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively to help businesses and families alike. As one of the fastest growing banks in California, we'll continue to shake things up in order to give our customers what they need. We don't measure our success one bank charge at a time like some do. We measure it by how we have contributed to the quality of life for our customers and our community today, and for generations to come. We'll be there the next time the Quakes hit a home run, and many more to follow.
Nothing Quakes as we head to the top of the third. Steele back on the mound. The pitch to Willits, swung on, hit to left center field. And moving over to his left is John Nelson, and the left fielder will put it away for the first out. One away. Here comes Carlos Duncan to the plate. Duncan doubled to center field in the first. That knocked in a run. Got the Quakes going on the board. The Quakes open the ball game today with 3 straight hits and a sacrifice fly. The pitch to Duncan comes inside, way inside, and to the backstop. And I don't know if that was intentional, but Duncan kind of peeking back out at the mound is Steele. 1-0 count. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball center field. Harris breaking in now, sunglasses on, reaches up in the center field and makes the catch. 2 men out. Here comes David Gates. Quakes Baseball today brought to you by Carl Budde with 9 distinct flavors with the original Carl Budde. At your favorite grocer, Carl Budde, a real slice of life. Days like this, when you come to the ballpark and you're doing what I do for a job, and you don't know if this is the last day of the season or not. It's one of those feelings. You don't know if this is the last broadcast or if we have many more to follow. Here's the pitch to David Gates, swinging a chopper to third and foul. Bobby Meacham fields it, and he'll put it into the stands, 0-1. You, to a degree, control your own destiny. If the Quakes win, there at least will be another game. That is the one thing. Sometimes you may not know whether you're playing at California or playing a one-game playoff, but if you win, there's no possible way your season ends today. You go 1 on the way. Gates takes down low, 1-1. So you get your scoreboard watch, but it sure is the only scoreboard, the true scoreboard that matters in this ballpark. Is the one in this facility, and that's 3-0 Quakes now in the top of the third. 1-1 to count to Gates. He had the sacrifice fly to right field in the first. That fell off the bat. Looked like it was going to get out. The 1-1 pitch popped up to short. On the infield, Garcia Parra is there to make the catch, and that'll do it in the third. Quakes go 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the third inning. 3-0 Rancho.
Galliano Winery, located at 4231 Wineville Road in Mira Loma. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines, as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in the relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376. Or stop by Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, call 909-685-5376. You know the goal of baseball is to get home quickly. The last thing you want to see is some player lollygagging around third when there's going to be a close play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs. You know, all Farmer John products are made fresh right here in the Southland. That way they get home as quickly as possible, and it's just a short slide into the plate. That's your plate at home, not home plate. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
Well, cleaned up this way. Bottom of the third inning. Daniel Davidson deals, and the first pitch is outside of the count 1-0. Brian Lynch leading it off for Inland Empire. 66ers, which has one hit so far against Davidson in the first two innings. The pitch is outside to Lynch. 2 balls, no strikes. Now in the top of the sixth inning in Stockton with the score 0.6. 1-4. Next pitcher off the plate. 3-0 with him. Here's the windup by Davidson and the pitch on the way. A strike right up the knees. The count is 3-1. Quakes got a double play to end the bottom of the second inning. That was a mini jam that Davidson was in. Next pitch is a strike. Bring it to the count. Nobody out. Davidson winds and throws. The 3-2 on the way. Swinging a bounce to the fifth. Aybar charges. He throws over the first. It is low. Then he kicks it out. And out is Wentz. One away here in the bottom half of the third inning. Quakes baseball on this Labor Day is brought to you by our friends at the Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau. Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. A proud sponsor of Quakes baseball on the radio. Here's the pitch to Garcia Parra, and it is inside. 1-0 to count. Davidson looks in as Garcia Parra gets back in the box. He goes to the glove. And now winds. The 1-0 on the way is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the windup. The 2-0 on the way. Swinging a pop-up. On the infield. Coming down at first is Budde. He's on the grass now, and the first baseman Budde will put it away for the out. 2 away, here comes Gary Harris. Gary Harris flied to left field in the first inning. A high sky today for Budde and all the fielders to look up into. Not a cloud in the sky. Gary Harris, who flies to left field, steps into the box, does not stand back in the box, but up, just like Willits does. And the left-hander takes a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. That's a sweeping curveball by Davidson. The count is 0-1. Now Davidson is ready. He winds. Here's the 0-1 on the way. And it is inside. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Davidson to the windup and the 1-1 on the way. Swinging a big chopper to first. It's knocked down by Budde. He keeps in the ground. It's over to Davidson to first. Base dog! Oh, what a play! And the side is retired. A big bouncer to first. Budde kept it in front of him, and he picked it up cleanly. I mean, he picked it up immediately. And Davidson, very quick off the mound, was right there on the bag. Harris, who runs well, is out at first. That does it in the third. We head to the fourth. 3-0 Quakes.
Friends and family visiting you this summer? Don't worry. Add a room instantly by calling your friends at the Red Roof Inn. Red Roof Inns offer quality rooms, friendly service, great rates, and kids stay free. Plus, as a Ready Card Preferred member, you'll earn points towards free room nights. With 360 Red Roof Inns nationwide, you'll find locations everywhere, including Ontario, San Dimas, and Victorville. Visit us today at redroof.com or dial 800-RED-ROOF.
Gal Galliano Winery, located at 4231 Wineville Road in Mira Loma. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wine, as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376 or stop by Monday through Saturday 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Once again, call 909-685-5376.
Michael Napoli to lead it off. Top of the fourth inning for the Quakes. 3-0 the score. And on the mound is Mike Steele. They're heading to the bottom of the sixth inning now in Stockton. It is 6-4 Port. Napoli swings and misses at a high fastball. The count is 0-1. 6-4 Stockton, heading to the bottom half of the sixth inning. Next pitch down low to Napoli. One ball and one strike. That was one outstanding play to end the third inning by Budde and Davidson. Napoli struck out swinging in the first. The 0-2 on the way is swung on and missed. All right, the 1-1 is swung on and missed. One ball and two strikes. The scoreboard there said 0-2, but it was 1-1. Now it's 1-2 to Napoli. Steele nods and whines. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Napoli is out. One down. Here comes Ryan Budde. Budde grounded his foot in the first inning. That was a close play to get Budde. Turned by Garcia Parra. Quakes with 2 in the first, 1 in the second. And they lead it 3-0 here in the top of the fourth. Mike Steele, the right-hander, winds and kicks. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken for a strike. The count is 0-1. If the Quakes win it outright today, they will have a day off tomorrow, and they will play on. They will have a day off. Here's the next pitch on the way. Budde swings and pops it up on the infield. Gonzalez at second base, calling for it. He makes the catch on the outfield grass. 2 outs. If the Quakes win it outright today, tomorrow will be an off day, and they will open up on Wednesday. They will open up on Wednesday at home in the playoffs against Inland Empire. These same 66ers. Then the Quakes will open up at will play Inland Empire at the Epicenter. Then they will come here Thursday night and then Friday if necessary. Here's Adam Paskovich, the pitch. A breaking ball for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Paskovich doubled and scored in the second, hitting .224 with 10 home runs, 44 RBIs on the season. Here's the windup and the 0-1 on the way. Swung on and missed at the plate. 0-2. What's so important, too, about those early runs for the Quakes, what if Steele puts together another inning after this, or two, if he can get the Quakes out? Those runs come up big now. The 0-2 pitch, chopped to short. Garcia Parra charges. He throws over to first. They get past it. That ends it. Here in the top half of the fourth inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 Quakes.
You've heard about it, now they're here. The Inland Empire's newest pro basketball team, the Ontario Warriors, have teamed up with KWRM 1370 to bring the fast-paced action of the American Basketball Association. The return of the ABA to Southern California means pro basketball at an affordable price in a fan-friendly and family atmosphere. Hi, everyone. It's Rob Bushka, sports director here at KWRM and voice of the Warriors. Catch all the action live beginning in November. For more tickets and to get in on the ground floor, call That's 909-578-6395, or visit us at OntarioWarriors.com.
This is the WB Presents Pepsi Smash. I'm your host, Nick Sano. Live with their top 10 hit from the platinum album, The Beautiful Red Sound, it's Switchfoot with Meant to Live. Switchfoot with Meant to Live live from Pepsi Smash. Catch all the artist live performances every Thursday starting May 27th when the WB presents Pepsi Smash.
Thursday, Jessica Simpson, Maroon 5, Sting. Beginning Thursday, May 27th, the WB presents Pepsi Smash. Bringing you the biggest act every Thursday, 8, 7 Central on the WB.
We move down to the bottom of the fourth inning. 3-0 Quakes. Scoring update from Stockton. They're now in the top of the seventh inning with a score 4-6, Storm 4. Here is Juan Gonzalez to lead it off against Davidson, and the first pitch is way outside. The count is 1-0. Gonzalez hit a foul pop-up to Paskovich at third base in the first. 3-0 Quakes. Here's the pitch on the way. And it is rolling away, 2-0. Next pitch is a strike call, and the count is 2-1. Davidson on the mound, goes to the glove, he winds, here's the 2-1 on the way. Swing and a bouncer hit foul wide of first base. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we'll keep you updated on the Stockton Lake Elsinore ball game as that game continues to progress. 2-2 your count. Nobody out. On the mound is Davidson. Now Davidson peers in. He gets the sign he wants. He winds. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball. Gonzalez does not go around. He just holds up. Says the base umpire, Brandon Cooney, and it's blowing away. The count is 3-2. Napoli was quickly out of as the pitch was blown away, Napoli was quickly out of the crouch to apply a tag on Gonzalez if they had rung him up. Next pitch, strike 3 called on the outside corner. 1 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. That's the second strikeout on the day for Davidson. Jesus Guzman will be the batter. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Quakes in front of this one. Now Guzman hit a sharp comebacker to Davidson his first time up. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1. For Inland Empire, they can have a significant role in this race. They have a chance to get rid of an opponent they'd rather not play. The 0-1 pitch swung on, just in the center field, a base hit. Guzman is aboard with a 1-out single. The 66ers match up better with Lake Elsinore than they do against Rancho Cucamonga. But at this point in the series, the 66ers are going with a bullpen start. Here is John Nelson. And trying to get the most out of Steele. And outside of the first 2 innings, Steele has been pretty good. We're at the bottom of the fourth, 1 man out. Here's the pitch. From the stretch, Davidson deals a strike to Nelson. And the count is 0-1. 3-0 Rancho, bottom of the fourth. Away from first base is Guzman. Now Davidson in the glove. A pause at the belt. And a look over at first. Davidson throws the 0-1 off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Quakes were not going to use Davidson today if this ball game mattered. Obviously, that is not the case. I'll look over at first base, the 1-1 on the way. Swing, and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As of right now, the rotation for that series is yet to be decided. Of course, the Quakes got to get there first. But with the off day tomorrow, Bobby Mitchell has a chance to maybe do a little bit of reshuffling. Not a whole lot. Next pitch is fouled off to the right and back up into the seats. And the count is 1-2. The way these final games take shape, and if you have to play it down to the wire like the Quakes have, you almost have to go into there's not a whole lot of fiddling with the rotation you can do if you're the manager. The 1-2 swung on here in the right center field. Willits on the run. Still on the run. He's not going to get there. He's going to go all the way to the wall. He rolls over to third base and sees one. He's going to be sent home. Around second, stopping at second is Nelson with the double. And the 66ers are on the board. It is 3-1 Quakes. Here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. An RBI there for John Nelson. For Nelson, his 95th RBI of the season. 1 man out. He goes to the glove. A look back at second base. Balentien takes up high, 1-0. Balentien singled to right field in the second inning with a bloop job. He just fought that pitch off. 1-0 to count. Now Davidson from the belt. I'll look back at second. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Infield plays back, especially on the right side. B.J. Wheat at second base is at the edge of the outfield grass. 2-0. Now Davidson throws home. Swinging a drive to left field. Gates is going back on this one. He's going back. He's at the track where he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Anytime you see a fly ball like that, your heart just jumps to the game like this. But the cross breeze is blowing out to right field. And where Balentien hit that ball was to straight away left field. And you always look back. Gates is playing deep. So you watch the outfielder, first and foremost, what his reaction is going to be. Well, Gates already playing deep to Balentien. He's not going to clip back, or at least he doesn't have to right away. So you can't kind of get a good, you can't get a great read on it just yet. Here's the pitch to Rivera, and it is down low. The count 1-0. Napoli is going to go out to the mound and talk with Davidson. Runner at second base with 2 men out. A runner for the 66ers here in the bottom of the 4th. Now Napoli and Davidson complete their talk on the mound. So if you're unable to at least judge that ball or hit the straight away left field from our vantage point here, you kind of wonder how deep it is. But the cross breeze, as you said, blowing out to right field pretty good today, and that is what kept that ball in the yard. The look on Balentien is he has a big swing, and he does. And he can strike out a lot. Now Rivera swings and misses at an off-speed pitch, and the count is 1-1. So with Balentien with a big swing, yet the book also on him is if he can get connected to the ball, and he still has to cut down on his swing as he goes along his grip, but if he can make contact with the ball, he can put a charge into it. The 1-1 is outside the Rivera, 2 balls and 1 strike. Away from second base is Nelson. Now Davidson to the glove. Up opposite the belt. Here's the 2-1 on the way. Swung on and fouled off to the right and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Rivera steps out of the box and he gets back in there. Rivera playing some time with AAA Tacoma. The Rainiers were recently eliminated from the PCL playoff race, and then Rivera came back and joined the 66ers today. We thought he was going to be back in the lineup yesterday. Next pitch, strike three, called with the knees, a fastball, and that will do it here in the fourth. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Davidson. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on here in the fourth. We head to the fifth inning. The Quakes 3 and the 66ers 1.
Pete's Rally Cap Ale presents minor league legends to rally around. Roswell slugger Joe Bauman ended the 1954 season batting .400 with 72 homers in what is considered the best single season ever. Not bad for a guy who was pumping gas the year before. For all you baseball and beer fans who love a great rally, we bring you Pete's Rally Cap Ale, a refreshing summertime brew with a hit of lemon from the makers of Pete's Wicked Ale. Enjoy one at home or at the ballpark. Pete's Brewing Company, San Antonio, Texas.
Vineyard Bank, your hometown bank, is proud to support our hometown team, the Quakes. You could say we've been sending a few shockwaves of our own around the local banking industry with a performance that can only be described as, well, off the scale. We're rolling through the region with a creative force that is changing the whole banking experience. Ingenuity and flexibility are our mantra as we look for innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively to help businesses and families alike. As one of the fastest growing banks in California, we'll continue to shake things up in order to give our customers what they need. We don't measure our success one bank chart at a time like some do. We measure it by how we have contributed to the quality of life for our customers and our community today, and for generations to come. We'll be there the next time the Quakes hit a home run, and many more to follow.
After 4 innings from Arrowhead Credit Union Ballpark, it's the Quakes 3 and the 66ers 1. Jason Anapoyan with you today on this Monday afternoon. Glad you can join us today. There is a left-hander warming up in the bullpen right now for the 66ers. Mike Steele has kept the Empire in this ballgame. They are trailing 3-1, but his last 2 innings have been very good. And now he starts the top of the 5th inning. Here's the windup and the pitch to second, swinging a foul off the bat, and back into the seats. Ooh, look out on that one. The count is 0-1. Jason Sugden flied out to center field in the 2nd inning. And at third base is Guzman. Infield plays back. 0-1 the count. Here's the windup by Steele and the pitch on the way. Sugden shows bunt, and he pulls back and he takes down low. 1-1 the count. Sugden, Weed, and Aybar. Not a bad 1-2-3 punch coming up here in this inning, especially guys who can get on base. One and one the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. And now the count is 1-2. That was a breaking ball there. And one where the bottom of that curveball just fell out. A real isolating drop on that just dropped straight down. Now Steele is set. He's never started a ball game before. This is his first professional start. The next pitch, Sugden swings and lifts a fly ball to right. Balentien going back at the track, looking up at the wall, and it is off of the wall. Sugden is going to be around second base, and he's going to be in the third with a spin-up triple. There is a large advertisement on the second level, on the second tier of advertisements here in right field, and it's got a picture of a woman on the far left, and she's crushing a can on her forehead, and it takes up maybe a quarter of the advertisement, and it's the woman. As the woman's crushing her head, that's the only part of the sign that has color. The rest of the sign is straight white, and then the small black print it says recycle. Weed swings and he fouls this one off the left and out of play. The count is 0-1. And that ball hit off of the white. And you could not tell exactly if it was out or not. So Sugden is at third. Nobody out. The infield is in. The pitch to Weed. Misses inside. And the count is even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jason Sugden with 6 extra base hits in this final week so far. He has stepped up big down the stretch for the Quakes. 1-1. Now a fake over to third base, and Sugden is staying put. 3-1 the score. The Quakes in front here in the top of the 5th. The pitch on the way. Wheat swings, drives this one right center field. Balentien going over in the gap. He'll get there to make the catch. The tag at third is Sugden. He will come in to score, and the Quakes get that run back, leading it 4-1.
Back to the top of the order, the shortstop, number 3, Erick Aybar.
Erick Aybar will be the batter. They're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. They're actually in the bottom of the 7th inning. In Stockton with the score, Ports 6, Storm 4. Bottom of the 7th. Aybar shows bunt. He runs up and bunts through that pitch, and the count is 0-1. Aybar 1 for 2. Singleton scored in the first, hit into a double play in the second. 0-1 the count. 4-1 the score. Quakes in front, top of the 5th. The pitch. Aybar swings and he pops this one up foul, off to the left, and back up into the seats. And the count is 0-2. Pretty decent crowd on hand today. Most of the folks sitting in the shade. The shade is taking up probably has covered about the last 5 rows of seats just prior to the press box. The 0-2 on the way very high and to the screen. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes. 4-1 Quakes. Here in the top half of the 5th. 1-2 to count to Aybar. Now Steele, line, Dan, the pitch on the way. Breaking ball, rolled away. Count is even now, 2-2. Here's the windup, the 2-2 on the way. Aybar swings, then he bounces this one past Steele. It's grounded to second base. Gonzalez fields, and he throws Aybar out. That play had all sorts of stuff going on. Steele, the pitcher, tried to lunge for that ball, and he ended up tumbling. Aybar broke his bat on that play, so you had the bat going up the line. And that bat, as we take a look at it right now, splintered very low on the handles, where most of the broken bats break. That's really all it is a sign of bad wood. It's not a sign of the pitcher breaking the batter's bat. That's just bad wood. And then you got Aybar running up the line. Here's Reggie Willits with 2 men out. He takes low and inside. The count is 1-0. Reggie Willits is 1 for 2. Singleton scored in the first. Now Steele winds. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Breaking ball for a strike. The count is even at 1-1. Willits back in the box. Taps the bat on home plate. Steele winds. Here's the 1-1 on the way. Curveball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Steele winds. Here's the 2-1. Fastball for a strike. It's the inside corner. Count is even 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 men out. Here's the pitch on the way. Breaking ball is a little bit high. Count is even now, 2-2. Steele winds. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Low and away, 3-2. Well, it's a man that can cause some havoc if he gets on base. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way. Willits swings and lifts a fly ball foul and out of play. And the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Steele to the glove. Here's the 3-2 to Willits. Curveball, foul back to the screen. Ball was left up and out over the plate. Didn't have a sharp break to it. Willits was able to foul it back. So we'll do it all over again at 3-2. Steele winds. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Swinging a ground ball to short. Garcia Parr comes upfield. He throws over to first, and they get Willits, and that'll do it here in the fifth. Quakes score 1 run on the second triple. He was hit home on the sacrifice fly by B.J. Weed. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning with the score. Quakes leading this run here at the ballpark by the score of 4-1.
Network crashes, lost data, corrupt files. Computer problems can leave you stranded in the middle of nowhere. So next time, call DNet Computers. We feature repairs, troubleshooting, internet expertise, network setup, hardware upgrades and supplies, as well as custom PCs built to order. We're committed to carrying only quality components, so you know what you buy is going to last. Find out more online at dnetcomputers.com. DNet Computers, building systems that deliver.
Nothing says summer quite like baseball and a good old-fashioned barbecue. If you haven't been to JJ's Fish and Barbecue yet this season, you owe it to yourself to stop by. We feature the freshest fish straight from the net to the grill, and locals say our barbecue's the best anywhere in Ontario. Come taste for yourself, and don't miss out on our fresh greens and homemade cobblers and pies. JJ's Fish and Barbecue. Come join us at 814 South Mountain Avenue. You need no teeth to eat our meat.
You've heard about it, and now they're here. The Inland Empire's newest pro basketball team, the Ontario Warriors, have teamed up with KWRM 1370 to bring the fast-paced action of the American Basketball Association. The return of the ABA to Southern California means pro basketball at an affordable price in a fan-friendly and family atmosphere. Hi, everyone. It's Rob Bushka, sports director here at KWRM and voice of the Warriors. Catch all the action live beginning in November. For more tickets and to get in on the ground floor, call 909-578-6395. That's 909-578-6395, or visit us at OntarioWarriors.com.
After 4.5, it is 4-1 Quakes. Bottom of the fifth inning coming up. Right now, they're in the top of the eighth inning in Stockton with the score, Port 6, Storm 4. Here's the pitch to Hagan, and it's inside. The count is 1-0. Davidson so far 3 strikeouts on the afternoon. Left-hander stands feet apart on the rubber. Now he goes to the glove. Here's the 1-0 on the way, and Hagan takes a little bit low. 2 balls and no strikes. Hagan lined into the double play, ending the second inning. 2-0. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. A changeup to the outside. 2-1. Davidson, the 1 run that he allowed, came in the fourth. Came this last inning. But the Quakes got it back. The 2-1. Swinging a high fly ball to left field. It's in the park. David Gates is under it. And he makes the catch. 1 away. Here comes Brian Lentz. Lentz grounded out to shortstop in the third. Top of the eighth inning. Stockton 6. Lake Elsinore 4. Boy, there's some folks watching the ball game online right now if they're watching the scoreboard, and the scoreboard for the Lake Elsinore Stockton game is wrong. Here's the pitch to Lentz, swinging a pop-up, shallow right. Weed going out at second base, and it's Weed. He'll make the catch over his shoulder near the line, 2 away. We are getting our updates. Excuse me. We are getting our updates next door. And that is Michelle Gardner and Aaron Mendonça, the beat writers covering the ballgame today. And they are listening online to Sean McCall, the voice of the Storm. And that is where we are getting the story from. Here is Garcia Parra, and the pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. 4-1, Quakes. Bottom half of the fifth. 0-1 the count to Garcia Parra. He popped out to first base in the third. The pitch is inside, 1-1. Well, I mean, just to say, I said, well, the folks that are watching right now online, they're getting their scores, and it actually has Lake Elsinore up 6-4, but that's not the score. Here's the 1-1 on the way, inside, and the count is 2-1. So if that score holds up and it stays in favor of Stockton, there's going to be some folks rather surprised when they pull up the box score at the end of the ball game. The 2-1 on the way to Garcia Parra, and a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike. They have yet to announce a score here at the stadium of Stockton and Lake Elsinore. They have yet to announce a score. Here's the 3-1 on the way. A little bit low, ball 4, and Garcia Parra walks. Here comes Gary Harris.
Back to the top of the order, center fielder number 10, Gary Harris.
Gary Harris is 0 for 2. Davidson from the stretch, a runner from first to 2 outs. The pitch to Harris. And a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. The count is 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. The count is 0-2. Harris back in the box. A runner away from first base. That's Garcia Parra, held on by Budde. Davidson looks over. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a pop fly. Foul. Off to the left. This one is going to be back up into the square. With the glove, making a very nice catch. Sitting over in the shade, and he brought his glove. Now he's got himself a souvenir. 0-2. Davidson throws the pitch. Breaking ball outside. 1-2. One and 2 to count. 2 outs. A look over at first. The pitch on the way. And a curveball. Misses inside. 2-2. Davidson so far has looked strong through 4 2/3. Now he throws the 2-2. Reach for and slowly hit Tapper up along the first base line and foul. 2-2 to count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now time is called. It was called by Napoli. Napoli called time. 2-2 to count. A look over at first base. And Davidson throws over. And back safely is Garcia Parra. Two and 2 to count. Now Davidson from the belt. He throws the pitch. Swinging a full shot down the right field line. It's going to take off and it's going to roll all the way to the base to roll. Second goes over to keep it out. Around third is Garcia Parra. He scores. Around second and a third. Standing up with the pitcher is Harris. It is 4-2, Quakes. Gonzalez is 0 for 2. Gonzalez, a foul pop up to first in the first. Struck out looking in the fourth. 2 men out and a runner from third. Here's the pitch on the way. And a breaking ball for a strike. And the count is 0-1. They're headed to the bottom of the 8th now in Stockton. It is 6-4 Ports. So the Storm down to their last 3 outs in that one. Next pitch to Gonzalez. Swung on and missed. And the count is 0-2. It is Phil Wilson warming up in the bullpen right now for the Quakes. 0-2 the count, 2 men out. Harris away from third. The pitch. Swing and Gonzalez bounces it foul wide of first. Tristan Dowdy, who is playing bullpen guard right now, went down and backhanded that ball. Jared Abruzzo is catching Phil Wilson, who is just up, starting to throw. 0-2 the count to Gonzalez. 4-2, Quakes, bottom of the 5th. The pitch. Strike 3 called. And the inning is over. All 4 of Davidson's strikeouts on the afternoon have been called third strikes. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk, a man left on. We head to the 6th inning. It's the Quakes 4 and the 66ers 2.
Please leave a message.
Hi, Dad. It's me. Sorry you weren't home. I just wanted to let you know Mom and I are having a great time here in Laughlin, Nevada. We miss you a ton and can't wait to get home. But unfortunately, our tire busted. Yeah, our spare busted too. Simultaneously. What are the chances of that? And also, it snowed here. Yeah, it snowed like 5 feet and all the roads are closed. I know you've heard it's the desert here, but it's one of those snowy deserts. Not all beautiful and sunny like you've heard. So it looks like we'll have to stay for at least a couple more days. Don't worry, though. We'll keep playing the flats and water skiing and hiking and having dinner by the gorgeous river and going out dancing and stuff, if we have to. Okay, Dad. Bye-bye.
Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. So if you come, plan on staying a while. For more info, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
After 5 innings, it is 4-2 Quakes. Duncan is leading it off for the Quakes. New pitcher Ryan Rowland-Smith, the left-hander, deals. Pitches inside. The count is 1-0. So Mike Steele today in a bullpen start goes 5 innings. He gives up 4 runs, all earned, on 6 hits. He did not walk a batter, and he struck out 2. Rowland-Smith on the pitch to Duncan. Here's the 1-0 on the way. And a called strike on the inside corner. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Duncan doubled in a run in the first, wide out to center in the third. The 1-1 is inside. 2 balls and a strike. They're headed to the bottom of the 8th inning in Stockton. It is 6-4 Lake Elsinore, or 6-4 Stockton. The pitch, swing and a miss. The count is even 2-2. It's Stockton 6, Lake Elsinore 4, bottom half of the 8th, with Stockton batting. Pitching the top half of the 8th inning for Stockton today, Chris Hiley, their catcher. The 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and Duncan is out on strikes, 1 man out. Chris Hiley, their catcher. Stockton's catcher pitched the top half of the 8th inning, and he got Peter Ramos to strike out swinging on a curveball, looking on a curveball, strike out looking on a curveball to end the top half of the 8th inning. The catcher. That's how things are going right now for the Storm. Here is David Gates. David Gates is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI, and he takes a called strike. The count is 0-1. We're in the top half of the 6th inning with the score, Quakes 4 and the 66ers 2. Ryan Rowland-Smith, the left-hander, deals. Here's the next pitch, and that's a strike. Yeah, Gates, 0-2 to count. David Gates didn't like that call. I can't say I blame him on that last pitch. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Well, that's one where the batter feels that he really has the bat taken out of his hand. And third umpire Jeremy Sparling is much closer to the action than I am. And there were very few disputed calls today with Sparling. The strike zone has been very good, and it's the thing about an umpire. You don't notice it. Really, the only time you notice an umpire is if there's a call that is to be disputed. Here is Napoli. And yet on that one, the 0-1, or putting Napoli behind 0-2 after taking that pitch, he really is in a position where he has to swing the bat. He has to protect the plate. And that riding fastball he went fishing for. Napoli at the plate, he takes a little bit low. 1-0 the count. Napoli struck out swinging in the first and the fourth. Rowland-Smith is 5-3 with a 3.74 ERA. Next pitch, called strike. 1-1. 5-3, a 3.74 ERA. 98 2/3 innings. The next pitch, swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Rowland-Smith 30 walks, 118 strikeouts now with the first two in this inning. 1-2 the count. He winds and the left-hander comes home. Swung on and missed. Strike two. And Ryan Rowland-Smith works his way through the Quakes. 3, 4, and 5 hitters, and he strikes them all out swinging. We head to the bottom half of the sixth inning. It is 4-2 Quakes.
Termites, feasting, fishing, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Got the other book. Artists, posters, florists, grocers, water coolers, makers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Tub-tip, landscape, sit-down mowers, dentists, softies, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, Bombay, wide well, take a look and you'll see. That's the other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
Bottom half of the sixth inning, it is 4-2 in favor of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Meanwhile, they're heading to the top of the ninth inning, and Stockton with the score. Stockton 6, and they go for 4. Here is Jesus Guzman at the plate. The pitch is outside, 1-0. Jesus Guzman bounced out to the pitcher, singled and scored in the fourth. 1 for 2. Now Davidson throws the 1-0 on the way. In there for a strike. The count is 1-1. There's the windup by Davidson, the pitch on the way, and it's up and outside. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Top of the ninth inning, and we will keep you updated as close as we can as to how that inning progresses. The pitch is in there, or the pitch, I beg your pardon, is not in there. It is inside. The count is 3-1. Davidson throws the pitch. Swinging a shot to center field. Willits coming on. He's going to play it on a hop. So, I'll bring up John Nelson. Phil Wilson continuing to warm up in the bullpen for the Quakes. Runner from first base, that's Guzman. Here's the pitch. Nelson swings and misses. And the count is 0-1. 4-2 in favor of the Quakes. We're in the bottom half of the sixth. 0-1 the count. Now Davidson looks over at first. He throws home the pitch. Swung on and missed. And the count is 0-2. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Swinging a hop at foul. And out double play. And the count is 0-2. Away from first base is Guzman. Now Davidson looks over. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. That is the first strikeout today by Davidson that was swinging. It's his fifth strikeout of the afternoon. Here is Wladimir Balentien. He represents the potential tying run at the plate. Balentien singled to right field in the second, and he flied to left in the fourth. One man out. Davidson from the belt. A look over at first. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot to right field. Second coming in. He's there. And the ball goes over his head. And it turns to the wall. Around second, running over to third base is Guzman. He's held up and over to second base goes Balentien. He was a long shot. Second cleared in. And the ball skipped over his glove, and that is an error on second. A two-base error. Runners at second and third. Wow. Well, this season is, this day is just unfolding with twists and turns and excitement. Meanwhile, in Stockton, Baker has struck out to lead off the top half of the ninth inning. One out in the top of the ninth, and it is 6-4 in favor of Stockton. And the Storm are down to the final 2 outs with the bases empty. So, but here, the potential tying runs are on base with one man out. The batter is Rene Rivera. Davidson's got a turn to work out of. The pitch swinging a shot in the left center. No, it's caught by Aybar short. 2 men out. How about that? Off the bat, it looked like he was headed to left center, but it was a slow liner. A slow liner with a little bit of an arc to it. Hit the broadcaster. Here is Matt Hagan. 2 men out in the inning. Michael Johnson has now reached base in that ballgame in Stockton by way of an error. And he is at first base in the top half of the ninth. 2 outs. Here's Hagan. Here's the pitch. And it misses inside from Davidson. And the count is 1-0. At third base is Guzman. Right now, Davidson trying to pitch through the air. Four to 2 Quakes. Bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 on the way. Down low. Napoli blocks it. Big part of this ball game. This time frame right now. I apologize about that, folks. This time frame right now, at this hour of the afternoon, boy, it is that pivotal time of the day in both games. 2-0 the count here with 2 men out. Davidson throws and the pitch on a breaking ball. Bush, strike. 2-1. Hagan lined out to third in the second. And that was Tapkins who threw it over to first base to Budde. He also flied out to left field in the 5th. That was the double play that ended the second. The 2-1. Swinging a fly ball, foul, down the right field line. This one is back up into the picnic area. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Now paws at the belt by Davidson. Here's the pitch. A little bit lower in. 3-2. The Quakes have both Wilson and Dowdy warming up in the bullpen. Meanwhile, McAnulty has walked with 1 out, and now runners are at first and second for Lake Elsinore in the top of the 9th. 3-2, 2 men out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot in the left field of the base hit. Going to third is Guzman. Down to the left field. Here comes the broken gate. It is offline. And we are tied up. single by Matt Hagan to left field. And it is a 4-4 ball game. So the air for the Quakes comes back to hurt them here. Ryan Lentz will be the batter, but Bobby Meacham is going out to the mound to chat and to go get Davidson. We'll take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll have the new information on the new Rancho pitcher for you. It'll be Phil Wilson. We'll come back to tell you more about him right after this.
When it comes to buying auto parts, before you spend a fortune at a major chain store, visit West Coast Auto Records. We're a proud American company featuring American-made auto and truck parts at great prices. We pay top dollar for junk cars, late model wrecks, and abandoned and illegally parked vehicles are removed for free. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Stop by West Coast Auto Records at 4007 State Street in Montclair or log on to westcoastautoparts.com.
If you have a home improvement project you want done, it's time to bring in the pros at Handyman Unlimited. They're your one-stop household maintenance and repair service. They offer a way for you to economically maintain and enhance the life of your home without investing the leisure time. From patio covers to fences and gates, from decks to flooring, window replacement, and countertops, Handyman Unlimited can do it all. Call 909-931-2700 or see them on the web at handymanunlimited.com. Handyman Unlimited, we take care of your repair needs the first time on time.
New pitcher is Phil Wilson here in the bottom of the sixth inning. The 66ers have tied the ball game up at 4 on a two-run RBI single by Matt Hagan. And now Phil Wilson comes down to pitch for the Quakes, relieving Daniel Davidson. Davidson is still responsible for the runner at first base. Meanwhile, the Storm have another walk. Enrique Cruz, Luis Cruz, walked to load the bases. Here's the pitch now to Brian Lentz, a breaking ball down low, 1-0. A walk to load the bases with one out in the top of the ninth inning, and it's 6-4 Stockton. One ball, no strikes to count. And the next pitch is a little bit low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Away from first base is Hagan. Now Wilson from the letters. He throws the 2-0 on the way. Swinging a pop-up down the right field line. This ball is going to be back up onto the berm. 2-2. Meanwhile, in Stockton, Josh Carter has hit into a 5 unassisted to first double play to end it. And the Stockton Ports have held off the Lake Elsinore Storm 6-4. So there at least will be a tomorrow for the Quakes. The 2-1 swung on and fouled off to the right. The only question is, will it be on Wednesday at the Epicenter or tomorrow in Lake Elsinore? 2-2 to count, 2 men out. Meanwhile, it is 4-4 here in the bottom half of the sixth. So this will not be the last day of the season for the Quakes. We do know that. 2-2 to count, 2 men out. Here's the pitch. Curveball, a little bit high. Well, forget about scoreboard watching. That is all done. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Some poor guy he's going to be sitting on the net watching the score go along today. He's going to be surprised when that game is over. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner goes at first. They pitch. Hit, and a pass in the right center base hit. Around second is Hagan. He's going to go to third. First and third with 2 outs. Dowdy continuing to warm up in the bullpen. Well, now it's out of Lake Elsinore's hands. But the Quakes had a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the sixth inning, and things have started to fall apart. Garcia Barr walked and scored in the fifth. He is 0 for 1. Wilson from the stretch. Garcia Parra at the plate. The pitch. Up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Wilson throws the 1-0 on the way. Inside. It almost hit Garcia Parra. 2-0. Well, now the 66ers know that they've got to play for something here. The 66ers, from their standpoint, I mean, they have to play. They're playing for Lake Elsinore right now. The 2-0 on the way. Garcia Parra takes up and in, 3-0. The Quakes know if they win, they're going to the playoffs. If they lose, they're going to Lake Elsinore tomorrow. The 3-0. Breaking ball up and in, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Bill Wilson on the season, 3-9, a 6.59 ERA. The bases are loaded now. Bobby Meacham's going to the bullpen. He's going to get Dowdy. We'll take a 60-second break here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll come back and tell you the new information about the new Rancho pitcher right after this.
Chris Banson's powerful new book, Joshua Shoots, He Scores, The Greatest Call I Ever Made, is available now at joshuashoots.com.
Randy Youngman of the Orange County Register writes, Joshua Shoots, He Scores will touch anyone who reads it.
Hall of Famer Rod Carew declares, this is a little book with a lot of heart.
L.A. Kings announcer Bob Miller adds, Joshua Shoots, He Scores will leave you believing in miracles.
For more information, go to joshuashoots.com
or order by phone at 949-260-1012.
or ask for Joshua Shoots, He Scores at bookstores everywhere.
If you've got kids, then you've got stains. If your house has carpet, that means trouble. If your couch is strategically placed over ground-in Play-Doh or grape juice, you may want to consider a new direction in flooring. David Darwin Flooring can show you the latest in easy-care, beautiful hardwood flooring, perfect for today's families. For installation, refinishing, and resurfacing, call David at 645-2464. That's David Darwin Flooring, a quality service serving the Inland Empire since 1980.
Billy Harris coming up to the plate. They'll face Justin Dowdy here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The bases are loaded. It is a 4-4 ball game. Lake Elsinore has lost the fate of their season in the hands of the 66ers. At third base, Hagan. At second base, Wentz. At Garcia Parra at first. And Dowdy pauses at the belt. Here's the pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Strike 1. And the count is 0-1. Dowdy goes to the glove. Now he throws the 0-1 on the way. He is off the plate. 1-1. This season, Justin Dowdy has inherited 4 runners. None of them have scored. He pitched on Thursday at High Desert, and ending in the third, a scoreless ball, struck out 2. The 1-1. Swung on, high fly ball to center field. Lewis is going back in the gap with room under the ball now, and he reaches up to make the catch, and the ball and the slide is retired. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, the 66ers lead, the bases loaded. So the season at this point becomes a 3-inning season. We are through 6 innings. It is the 66ers 4 and the Quakes 4.
You love baseball. The towering home runs, great pitching performances. Baseball's terrific, but so are movies. And AMC Theaters is in a league of their own, with the best films, best food, and best fun. At AMC, we never take a day off. You can catch all the Hollywood hits at AMC 365 days and nights a year. We'll let you get back to the baseball game. But when you're ready for that other passion of yours, you know where to find us. AMC Theaters. Experience the difference.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes are not on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2004 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, with several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149. What better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox? Xbox, now more than ever, it's good to play together.
We move now to the top of the seventh inning. It's tied up at 4. The Quakes and the 66ers. And Tanner Watson is on the pitch now for the Inland Empire Ball Club. Rowland-Smith pitched a 1-2-3 sixth inning where he struck out the side. Ryan Budde, who is 0 for 2, will lead it off. And right now, it looks like time was being called, so there was a ball that was loose in the bullpen, and somebody had to go pick it up and put it back into the seats and get it out of play. Here's Budde. That's what play was being held up for. The first pitch from Tanner Watson is outside, and the count is 1-0. Nobody out. Here in the seventh, the pitch. Budde swings and skies a high fly ball down the left field line, coming over and in foul territory, reaching out and making the catch is John Nelson. Nelson had to deal with some of his own teammates sitting up against the retaining wall and taking chairs down the left field line, kind of scattering out of the way of that one. A foul pop-up in to left field. Here is Adam Paskovich. Paskovich is 1 for 2. He doubled and scored in the second. 4-4 here in the top half of the seventh inning. Watson winds in the pitch. Curveball for a strike, and the count is 0-1. The numbers for Tanner Watson on the season: 2-4, a 5.14 ERA. The 0-1 strike called, and it's 0-2. Watson pitched. The last time he pitched was at the beginning of August against the Quakes. Next pitch is outside. 1-2 to count. He was out with a shoulder injury. After that last game he pitched against Rancho Cucamonga, that was on August 3rd at the Epicenter. The 1-2 is low and in the dirt. So Paskovich, 1 for 2. 2-2 to count. The Quakes are not in the playoffs yet. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Curveball low and away. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2. Swinging a high fly ball, lifted down the left field line in the corner and foul. Back up onto the ground. Full count. Cesar Jimenez here with you today from the ballpark. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Swinging a pop-up. Behind the plate. Wants to tackle with his mascot. And that ball is in the front row of the seats, and it bounces back to the walkway. And through the count. So Paskovich keeping his bat alive. Bringing through the count, and now he gets back in the box. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Swinging a high fly ball lifted down the right field line and foul. Still 3-2. bringing to the count. Here's the pitch on the way. After the Susie pulls that line, that is a fair ball. And on the left field line, it goes down into the corner. Going over to field the ball cleanly is Nelson off the Karen. And Paskovich is in the second with a one-out double. A one-out double for Paskovich. Jason second, flied out to center field in the first, and he tripled and scored on a sacrifice fly in the fifth.
The white fielder, number 23, Jason Guzman.
So here's second. 4-4 to score here in the top half of the seventh inning. From the stretches, Watson. Now he holds the ball behind his back and goes to the glove. A look back at second. Here's the pitch on the way. And a breaking ball to second misses outside. 1-0 the count. One ball, no strikes, one man out. Here's the pitch on the way. Second swings and he whips that one. Out to it, down comes Nelson with a slide, and he caught it. It goes back to second, and they turn around, tossed it in. Bobby Bishop is arguing with Jeremy Stone, saying that Nelson did not catch it, but he still hopped it. The inning is over. A double play ends the top of the seventh inning. Bobby Bishop was right there, and he tried to play up close. Sixth time here at the Arrowhead Credit Union Park, and we remain tied at 4.
You've heard about it, and now they're here. The Inland Empire's newest pro basketball team, the Ontario Warriors, have teamed up with KWRM 1370 to bring the fast-paced action of the American Basketball Association. The return of the ABA to Southern California means pro basketball at an affordable price in a fan-friendly and family atmosphere. Hi, everyone. It's Rob Bushka, sports director here at KWRM and voice of the Warriors. Catch all the action live beginning in November. For more tickets and to get in on the ground floor, call 909-578-6395. That's 909-578-6395, or visit us at OntarioWarriors.com.
Vineyard Bank, your hometown bank, is proud to support our hometown team, the Quakes. You could say we've been sending a few shockwaves of our own around the local banking industry with a performance that can only be described as, well, off the scale. We're rolling through the region with a creative force that is changing the whole banking experience. Ingenuity and flexibility are our mantra as we look for innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively to help businesses and families alike. As one of the fastest growing banks in California, we'll continue to shake things up in order to give our customers what they need. We don't measure our success one bank charge at a time like some do. We measure it by how we have contributed to the quality of life for our customers and our community today, and for generations to come. We'll be there the next time the Quakes hit a home run, and many more to follow.
Juan Gonzalez pops the first pitch up to shallow left center here in the bottom of the seventh inning, and Reggie Willits comes on charging, and with the glasses down, he makes the catch. 1 out. Justin Dowdy stays into the ballgame to pitch for the Quakes. Inland Empire tied it at 4 in the bottom of the sixth. We're in the bottom of the seventh, and it's 4-4. The pitch to Jesus Guzman is in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. Guzman is 2 for 3 with a couple of runs scored. The next pitch is now low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 on the way. Outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Here's the windup by Dowdy. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2. Here's the windup, the 2-2 on the way to Guzman, going inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. If you were not with us earlier, if you're just joining us or rejoining us, Lake Ellsworth has lost their ball game today, 6-4. 3-2 on the way, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Guzman is out number 2. The Quakes win, they go to the playoffs on Wednesday. They lose, they have to play a one-game playoff tomorrow. Here's John Nelson. 1 for 3. He doubled and knocked in a run in the 4th. 2 men out. Here's the pitch to Nelson. Swinging a big couple foul wide of third and down the line. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike. 2 out. Here's the pitch. Check swing, foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Now Dowdy working with the feet close together on the first base side of the rubber. Nelson, a big batter, open stance, swings and fouls it right back to the screen, just in front of us. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Breeze blowing out to straightaway right field. And it is picked up over the course of this afternoon. Sun still splashing the field here in San Bernardino. The 0-2 on the way. And a called third strike. Nelson checked his swing. He held up, but he picked it at the knees for a called third strike. And that'll do it here in the 7th. We head to the 8th. It is 4-4.
One of the best golfing values in the Inland Empire. That's what they say about Goose Creek Golf Club in Mira Loma. It's every golfer's dream with a championship course designed by Schmidt & Curley. And Goose Creek Golf Club offers a practice facility, including an all-grass driving range and large putting greens. Goose Creek Golf Club is located off the 15 freeway at the Limonite exit between the 60 and the 91 freeways. Tee it up at Goose Creek tomorrow. Want to have a great game.
Hi fans, James Manifoian here to tell you about Storage Max in Rancho Cucamonga. At the Quakes, we've had no worries storing our items at Storage Max. With the latest technology, Storage Max provides climate-controlled units keeping items from discoloration, fading, or getting dusty. This is especially great for the hot summertime weather in Rancho Cucamonga. Storage Max has units from 5x5s to 15x30s with 24-hour access. Storage Max is a new facility located at 8363 Foothill Boulevard between Vineyard and Grove Avenue in Rancho Cucamonga. Jack and Carmen, the managers of Storage Max, have helped us with great customer service. Now let them help you. If you're ready to move or just thinking about moving, give Jack and Carmen, the managers of Storage Max, a call. 909-949-3600. Again, that's 909-949-3600.
Here we go now to the top half of the 8th inning, tied up at 4. New pitcher for the 66ers is Reggie Rivera, swinging a ground ball to short. Up with it is Garcia Parra, and he throws over to first, and out number 1. Out number 1 is DJ Lee. Here is Erick Aybar. I think Reggie Rivera. The new pitcher is Melvin Pizarro. Got my left-handers mixed up there. Melvin Pizarro is the new pitcher. 1 away. Here's Aybar. The pitch just misses for a ball. 1-0 count. Aybar today is 1 for 3. Here's the 1-0. Swinging his fly ball to center field. There's going back, turning, looking, and it is gone! Erick Aybar hits it out, and the Quakes lead it 5-4. A home run to center field to the left of the 4-10 marker. ball with his 14th home run of the year and RBI number 65. Here comes Reggie Willits. Here's the windup and the pitch. Willits shows bunt, pulls back, and takes inside. And the count is 1-0. Here's the windup and the 1-0 on the way. Swinging a chopper right to third. Guzman fields it from the grass. He throws over to first in time. 2 men out. Here comes Carlos Duncan. Carlos Duncan doubled the center field, flied out to center in the third, struck out swinging in the sixth. 2-away. Here's the windup and the pitch. Down low. 1-0. Cesar peers in for the signs. Now he winds. The 1-0 on the way. Swing! And a tip. Into the glove of Wentz. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch on the way. Outside. 2-1. Cesar gets the ball back behind the mound, rests it up a little bit. Quakes have grabbed the lead here in the top of the 8th. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. A right-hander warming up down the line for Inland Empire in the bullpen. One and 2 to count. Here's the pitch. Safely called on the inside corner. But the Quakes get the 1 run on the Aybar home run to center field to take the lead. We head now to the bottom half of the 8th inning. It is the Quakes in the driver's seat, leading 5-4.
Paints and spackles, trucks, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, Honda plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look at your
The other book. When it comes to making their buying decisions, people today let their fingers do the walking through Yellow Book Yellow Pages. It's no wonder. Yellow Book's packed with money-saving coupons, restaurant menus, and vital community info. And with more ads than ever before, it has everything you need right at your fingertips. It's easy to spot. Just reach for the yellow directory with the map on the cover and join the smart shoppers who choose Yellow Book, not the other book. Put your business in Yellow Book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. The other book.
Balentien to lead it off at the bottom of the 8th, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. The count is 0-1. Justin Dowdy on the mound. He pitched the last inning in the 3rd. Next pitch is swung on and popped up foul off to the right and out of play, and the count is 0-2. Balentien singled to right field in the 2nd, fly to left in the 4th. Reached on an air and scored in the 6th. The next pitch is very high. One ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Down low. Two and 2 to count. Here's the pitch on the way, low and inside. And a full count now to Balentien. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Jason Sedgman shading his eyes. Going back on it. And he makes the catch. One gone here in the last half of the 8th inning. Here comes Rene Rivera.
Number 71, Rene Rivera.
Rivera walked in the second, struck out looking in the fourth, and he lined the short in the 6th. 5-4 Quakes, bottom of the 8th. Rivera gets in the box. Now Dowdy lines and throws. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, foul, down the right field line and out of play. And the count is 0-1. Here's the windup and the 0-1 on the way. Swinging a hot shot, foul, hit on a drive back up into the seats. Towards the end of the Quakes first base dugout. And the count is 0-2. Oh, 2-1 out. Now Dowdy winds. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Tried to get him on the inside corner and misses. 1-2. So if the Quakes hold on and win this one, they will host the playoff game Wednesday night at the Epicenter. 1-2. And the pitch. Off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Dowdy rocks. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Swinging a foul off to the right. And it's back up into the seats. 2-2. Dowdy is set. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Down low. Full count now. So he's gone full to both Balentien and now Rivera. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dowdy throws home the pitch. Up high, ball 4. And a 1-out walk. Here's Matt Hagan. Matt Hagan 1 for 3. Singled in 2 runs in the 6th. The 66ers have tied the ball game up to the bottom of the 6th inning at 4. Now the Quakes are quick to get activity up in the bullpen as Matt Hagan, the right-hander, comes to the plate. Dowdy came in with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and he got Harris to fly out to center. 1 out. Here's the pitch to Hagan. Swinging a high pop-up off to the right there, and this is going to be out of play. Up into the back up into the seats. And the count is 0-1, and that looked like it hit a fan, and he was in some pain right now. The 0-1 on the way is low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. That was just a soft pop-up off to the right. And it hit the fan. Looks like maybe on the arm of the lady sitting in her chair. The 1-1 on the way to Hagan is a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So away from first base is Rivera. Here's the pitch. Foul right back to the screen. One and 2. But that 6th inning that Dowdy came in and got out of, that was an opportunity that the 66ers wiped it away. They tied it, but they had a chance to go ahead of the Quakes and turn the later innings around a little bit differently. The next pitch is inside. 2-2 to Hagan. Aybar comes up in the top of the 8th inning and hits the solo shot to center field to give the Quakes the lead. Here's the 2-2 to Hagan. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. That is the third strikeout for Dowdy. 2 men down. Ryan Lentz will be the catcher. Or will be the batter. Lentz is 1 for 3. Five to 4, Rancho, bottom half of the 8th. Two men out. Dowdy throws. The pitch to Lentz is off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Lentz represents what would be the potential. Go ahead, run at the plate. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. He threw a fastball by him, and the count is 1-1. Vaughn Sturzbach begins to warm up in the Quakes bullpen. The Quakes closer. 1-1 the count. Now the pitch on the way. A little bit low, and Lentz holds up on the trick swing. 2-1 the count. Away from first base is Rivera. The 2-1 on the way. Swinging a one hopper to second. Wheatfield, he throws to first in time. That'll do it in the 8th. Justin Dowdy has pitched 2 1/3 scoreless innings out of the bullpen today for the Quakes. And we move to the 9th. It is 5 to 4, Rancho.
You've heard about it, and now they're here. The Inland Empire's newest pro basketball team, the Ontario Warriors, have teamed up with KWRM 1370 to bring the fast-paced action of the American Basketball Association. The return of the ABA to Southern California means pro basketball at an affordable price and a fan-friendly and family atmosphere. Hi, everyone. It's Rob Bushka, sports director here at KWRM and voice of the Warriors. Catch all the action live beginning in November. For more tickets and to get in on the ground floor, call 909-578-6395. That's 909-578-6395, or visit us at OntarioWarriors.com.
This is the WB Presents Pepsi Smash. I'm your host, Nick Zano. After scoring a #1 hit with Last Train Home, here's Lost Profits live with their new single, Wake Up, Make a Move. Wake Up, Make a Move live from Pepsi Smash. Catch all the hottest live performances every Thursday starting May 27th when the WB presents Pepsi Smash.
Limp Bizkit, Lenny Kravitz, Hula Stang, Aerosmith. Beginning Thursday, May 27th, the WB presents Pepsi Smash, bringing you the biggest acts every Thursday, 8/7 Central on the WB.
Five to 4, Quakes, top of the 9th inning. New pitcher is Darwin Soto. He'll face Gates, Napoli, and Budde. Erick Aybar, voted has selected as one of the co-MVPs of the Quakes this year, and his home run, a second half filled with home runs for Aybar. His 14th home run of the season has given the Quakes a 5-4 lead at the moment. And now Gates swings and misses leading off the 9th against Soto. The count is 0-1. Erick Aybar with 13 home runs, and 12 of those have come since July 3rd. (0-1) the count. Now Soto from the stretch. Gates on the day, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Breaking ball low and away, and Gates holds up. 1 ball with 1 strike. Vaughn Sturzbach will come in and pitch in the bottom of the 9th for the Quakes. And he'll face Garcia, Parra, Harris, and then Gonzalez. The 9, 1, and 2 spots. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. The count is 1-2. The Quakes would like to give him an insurance run in this ball game to work with. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Napoli waits on deck. Soto from the stretch. Now he goes to the glove. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Up and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to count. Now Soto throws. The pitch on the way. Strike 3 call with the knee. Gates didn't like that call. The second strikeout. 1 away. Here is Michael Napoli. Napoli today is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. On deck, Ryan Budde. Darwin Soto pitched 2 nights ago. Here's the pitch to the plate, breaking ball low and away, and the count is 1-0. He pitched 1 scoreless inning and did not walk or strike out anybody in that game. The 1-0, swinging a fly ball to left field. Nelson going back at the track, at the rail, and it is gone. And Michael Napoli hits his 29th run of the season. An extra insurance run here in the top of the 9th for the Quakes. They lead it 6-4. That's Napoli's 118th RBI of the season. Ryan Budde, who is 0 for 3, comes up to the plate. Soto, a pause at the belt. Here's the pitch. And it's inside to Budde, and the count is 1-0. Budde grounded to short in the first, popped out to second in the second, and he hit a foul pop that was caught by Nelson in the 7th. Breaking ball low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop-up on the infield, first base side. Soto going over, being called out by Hagen, coming up, and he makes the catch on the grass in foul territory for the second out.
Third baseman, number 17.
Here's Adam Pavkovich. Pavkovich 2 for 3 with a couple of doubles, and he scored a run in the second. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. For the Quakes, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the 66ers. Soto throws the pitch to Pavkovich. Breaking ball, 4 strike, and the count is 0-1. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch on the way. And Pavkovich swings and skies this one, right center field. Balentien coming over, shading his eyes. It's Harrison. It's Balentien, the right fielder, to make the catch, and the inning is over. And so the long playoff race with the Quakes and the Storm come down to this. The Quakes are 3 outs away from a victory and a spot in the playoffs. Coming up to the plate, Italy, Garcia, Parra, Harris, and Gonzalez to face Ron Shortstop. It is 6-4 Rancho, heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Next time a player gets thrown out of the game, he probably won't stick around the ballpark. Why should he? When he can catch a movie at AMC Theaters, where all the latest Hollywood hits come out to play. 365 days and nights a year. Stop by, but before you settle down, go to a concession stand for a hot dog, soft drink, and some freshly popped popcorn. For the best films, best food, best fun, and award-winning guest services, AMC Theaters is in a league of their own. AMC Theaters. Experience the difference.
You know the goal of baseball is to get home quickly. The last thing you want to see is some player lollygagging around third when there's going to be a close play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs. You know all Farmer John products are made fresh right here in the Southland, That way they get home as quickly as possible, and it's just a short slide into the plate. That's your plate at home, not home plate. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
New pitcher for the Quakes. Here we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. It is Vaughn Sturzbach on to try and close this one out for the Quakes. Sturzbach will face Garcia Parra, Harris, and Gonzalez, the 9, 1, and 2 hitters here in the bottom of the ninth for the Quakes. And the playoffs are on the line. If the Quakes hold on and win this one, they will head back home. They'll have an off day tomorrow, and then they will start up for the playoff against the 66ers at the Epicenter. Here's Garcia Parra, 0 for 1 today with 2 walks. He has scored a run. The left fielder for the Quakes is Felix Nunez. He is in left field in place of Gates in the lineup and in left. Straight up move there. Now Sturzbach lines in. The first pitch is up high, and the count is 1-0. Sturzbach this year is 1-3, a 3.45 ERA, 20 saves and 25 opportunities. Here's the lineup, and the next pitch is a breaking ball for a strike, and the count is 1-1. When Sturzbach joined the ball club in May, it was then that the Quakes season began to turn around for the bullpen side. Next pitch, swinging a pocket. First base side, foul territory. Napoli coming over. This ball is going to land in the front row of the seats behind the Quakes dugout. And the count is 1-2. Sturzbach had provided a stabilizing force in a bullpen and allowed other guys that may have been stretched too thin to go back into other setup roles. And the Quakes bullpen has been better since. Guys have made personal improvements to their game, but Sturzbach, a leader out of that bullpen, winds. Here's the 1-2 on the way, swinging a foul off to the right and out of play. And the count remains 1-2. Six to 4 Quakes, bottom of the ninth inning. Stockton defeated Lake Elsinore today, 6-4. The 1-2. Swung on a little tapper, or swung on and missed, I beg your pardon, it's a little tapper foul up along the third base line. 1-2 the count. Vaughn Sturzbach, last pitch on Thursday night at High Desert, 1 inning, he gave up 1 hit. Did not walk a batter, did not strike out a batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the windup and the pitch from Sturzbach to the plate, swinging a fly ball. Right field, second going over, and he's moving off to his left, and he's got the ball. It's catch. Around first in the second base is Garcia Parra. Second has just 2 fly balls here in the afternoon, dealing with the sun. He never got a glove on the ball. He just simply misplayed it. He was over there, and he reached out to his left to try and catch that ball. It fell. And that has been still a hit. A double for Garcia Parra. Now here's Harris. Pastovich in on the grass at third. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. 1-0 the count. You just have this feeling that no matter how this day goes, it may not come easy for the Quakes. It's just the way this tight race has been. Next pitch, a strike from Sturzbach on the outside corner, and the count is 1-1. The key is not making a mistake where one of these guys can drill the ball out of the ballpark. That's the key for the Quakes. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Harris chops it foul at the plate, and the count is 1-2. For Sturzbach, he is facing the potential tying run at the plate here in the bottom half of the ninth inning. With the score 6-4 in favor of the Quakes. Harris today with an RBI triple down the right field line in the fifth. He is 1 for 4, and now Napoli is going to go out and talk with Sturzbach. Keith Comstock said at the beginning of the year that he did not plan on having just one closer. All of a sudden that changed when Sturzbach came to the ball club. He did not start the year with the Quakes. He came from Cedar Rapids in May. 1 ball and 2 strikes to down to Gary Harris. Bottom of the ninth inning. The meeting is over on the mound. Now Sturzbach, a pause at the belt, a look at second. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball hit off to the ground with Sturzbach. He deflects it. He keeps it in front of him, and he picks it up and throws over to first. To give Harris 1 out, and Sturzbach swings a line drive into center field for a base hit. That's exactly what he robbed Harris of. 1 out here in the ninth, and Gonzalez will be the batter. And on the Garcia ball holds at second. Gonzalez steps in. A runner at second base, 1 out. The pitch. Curveball, strike 1 called. 0-1 the count. After still in at third. Aybar cheating behind the runner at short. Sturzbach throws now the pitch. Swing and more of a defensive swing. A chopper pulled into the dugout at second. And the count is 0-2. That ball came low and inside. And Gonzalez fought that one off. 0-2 the count. 1 man out. And now Sturzbach, a set at the belt, a look back at second. Here's the pitch. A little bit high. Gonzalez lays off of that ball. A purpose pitch there by Sturzbach. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sturzbach is set. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a foul right back to the screen. And the count remains 1-2. But the 66ers would need at least another base runner to get their big man, John Nelson, up to the plate. Nelson, Balentien, and Rivera, the guys with true home run power on this ball club. Gonzalez hitting second in the order. The 1-2. Swinging a curve ball right to second base. Reaches left field. Second step from the outfield grass. Goes to first. In time. 2 outs. Taking third base on the play is Garcia Parra. And now the Quakes are 1 out away from heading to the playoffs. They were there last year as the first half champions. They did not have to play the mini-series round. And here is Jesus Guzman. Two men out. Sturzbach looks over at third. Here's the pitch to Guzman, right-handed hitter, and a breaking ball for a strike. And the count is 0-1. This race has seen many roller coasters. The Quakes have been up, they've been down, but now they're just 2 strikes, and now a swing and a miss. And now they're just 1 strike away from closing this one out and heading to the playoffs. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Bottom of the ninth inning. Quakes 6. 66ers 4. Sturzbach from the belt. He throws the 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the Quakes are headed to the postseason. They rush out of the dugout to congratulate each other. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, high fives and hugs for everybody. They have won it. And on game number 140, on Labor Day, the final day of the season, the Quakes prevail. Keith Comstock and Bobby Meacham exchanging hugs on the field. Keith Comstock said 2 days ago, undoubtedly Bobby Meacham has done an outstanding job, and he has managed this club to the position that they are in now. And the Quakes hold on They had to finish the year on the road, go to the Storm. And the Quakes this week winning 4 of the 7 games on the road and came from 2 down in the race to win it. They do not have to go to a play tomorrow. They will take tomorrow off, and they will get ready for the postseason as they have defeated the 66ers 6-4. They have taken the season series from Inland Empire 15-12. 15-12. They have taken the season series from the 66ers, and they will get set to do battle with these guys starting on Wednesday night at the Epicenter. So a big day for the Quakes. The Storm lose, the Quakes win, the Quakes are in the playoffs. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and get you the totals of this one right after this.
Vineyard Bank, your hometown bank, is proud to support our hometown team, the Quakes. You could say we've been sending a few shockwaves of our own around the local banking industry with a performance that can only be described as, well, off the scale. We're rolling through the region with a creative force that is changing the whole banking experience. Ingenuity and flexibility are our mantra as we look for innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively to help businesses and families alike. As one of the fastest growing banks in California, we'll continue to shake things up in order to give our customers what they need. We don't measure our success one bank charge at a time like some do. We measure it by how we have contributed to the quality of life for our customers and our community today, and for generations to come. We'll be there the next time the Quakes hit a home run, and many more to follow.
Here are the totals in this ball game today for the Quakes. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left just 1 man on base. For the 66ers, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They stranded 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Justin Dowdy. He is 2-3 on the season. Cesar Jimenez takes the loss. He is 6-7. Von Sturtzbach with his 21st save of the year for the Quakes, as this ball game took 2 hours and 30 minutes to complete in front of a crowd of 2,014. Home runs in the ball game, the big ones by Erick Aybar off of Jimenez in the 8th inning to center field. That was Aybar's 13th of the year, and Michael Napoli hit his 29th of the season to left in the 9th inning off of Soto. That'll do it here from the ballpark. Stay tuned next. The Yellow Book USA postgame show coming right up. For my studio coordinator today, John Souter, this is Jason Anapoyan, inviting you to stay tuned next for the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Again, the final score here from Arrowhead Credit Union Park, it is the Quakes 6, the 66ers 4, and the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes are headed to the postseason. The postgame show is next.
Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball has been brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Pepsi, Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, McDonald's, Galliano Winery, California Department of Conservation, Red Roof Inn, Fast Brain, Southern California Housing, and by Yellow Book USA. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. This is Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball. The Yellow Book USA postgame show is next.
Talking to Allstate agent Bob Johnston and Diane Combs can really make a driver feel safe. When you call Bob Johnston at 946-1066 or Diane Combs at 986-1257, you get a knowledgeable insurance agent who's there when you need help, whose name is in the same book as yours, who can see if you qualify for discounts or tell you what insurance on a new car will cost. But no one has people like Allstate. Allstate Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois. Call Bob Johnston in Upland at 946-1066 or Diane Combs in Ontario at 986-1257. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Welcome to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in the Yellow Book, not the other book. This is Quakes baseball.
Welcome to the Yellow Book USA postgame show, everybody. Jason Anafoyan with you here from San Bernardino today. The Quakes win this one. They go into the playoffs. They win it 6-4 over the Inland Empire 66ers. They are in the postseason because Stockton defeated Lake Elsinore today, 6-4. The Quakes in the 2004 regular season with an overall record of 69, or the overall record with a record of 69 wins and 71 losses as they win it today over the 66ers 6-4. We'll get to the recap of this one in just a moment. Stockton beats Lake Elsinore today 6-4. De Los Santos the winner. Beavers the loss. Beltray the sixth save of the year for Stockton in that one. Michael Johnson had a 3-run home run in the first to give Lake Elsinore an early lead. But Arias with a 3-run shot in the bottom of the sixth to make it 6-4 at the time. And for Arias, this is his fourth home run of the year, and he plays spoiler today for the Storm. In that contest, that's the way that ball game stayed the rest of the afternoon. So Stockton wins it over Lake Elsinore 6-4. That means the season is over for the Storm. They finished up the year on the road with a 1-6 7-game road trip. And the Storm trying to go to the playoffs for the fifth consecutive year. That will not be the case. San Jose beats Modesto 5-2. San Jose 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Modesto 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Elsewhere later on tonight, High Desert visits Lancaster, and Visalia will visit Bakersfield. Now to the Major League out-of-town scoreboard on this Labor Day. Let's get you caught up on what the goings-on in the American League West. And just some limited action. Boston is at Oakland. That ball game is later tonight. So is Cleveland at Seattle. Tampa Bay at the Yankees. That was postponed. Tampa Bay having a hard time even getting out of Florida still with the weather. So a road game postponed still due to the hurricane. Baltimore beats Minnesota 4-1. Detroit over Kansas City 7-3. It was the White Sox 7 and the Rangers 4. And actually, I said that game between Tampa Bay and the Yankees was postponed. It was actually pushed back to later today, and they're actually in progress right now, 1-1 in the top of the fourth at Yankee Stadium. Houston beats Cincinnati 11-5 in the National League. Milwaukee over Pittsburgh 9-5. The Cubs over the Expos 9-1. Atlanta beats Philadelphia 3-1, and St. Louis will visit San Diego later tonight. We'll take a break on the postgame show, come back and recap this one for you right after this.
Friends and family visiting you this summer? Don't worry. Add a room instantly by calling your friends at the Red Roof Inn. Red Roof Inns offer quality rooms, friendly service, great rates, and kids stay free. Plus, as a Ready Card Preferred member, you'll earn points towards free room nights. With 360 Red Roof Inns nationwide, you'll find locations everywhere, including Ontario, Bandita, and Victorville. Visit us today at redroof.com or dial 800-RED-ROOF.
Well, the Quakes here today came into the ballgame not knowing what today would bring. A possibility for Rancho Cucamonga to come into this game and see their season end. A possibility to move on to the playoffs. Another possibility that they would have to go to a one-game playoff in Lake Elsinore. We didn't know what today would bring, and what today brought was the best news possible for the Quakes. The Quakes jumped out to an early 3-0 lead. They scored 2 runs in the first inning off of Mike Steele, who was making his first start of the year out of the bullpen, actually. Steele was slated to start this ballgame at the last moment this morning as Sandoval came to the ballpark not feeling well, as he was originally supposed to start for the Sixers. Anyway, for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, they jumped on the board in the first inning. They put together 3 straight hits to start the game, and David Gates had a sacrifice fly and an RBI to cap off a 2-run rally. Carlos Duncan with an RBI double to center. Gates, a sacrifice fly and an RBI to right field. In the first inning, it made it 2-0 Quakes. In the second inning, the Quakes added one more run on a 1-out RBI single by B.J. Reed He singled home Adam Pastovich from second base. In the bottom half of the fourth inning, the 66ers came back with a single run to make it a 3-1 ball game, but the Quakes got that run right back in the top half of the fifth with a leadoff triple by Segman, and he would be hit home on a sacrifice fly by B.J. Weed to make it a 4-1 ball game. The 66ers scored a run in the bottom half of the fifth inning on an RBI triple by Gary Harris to make it 4-2, and then in the bottom half of the sixth inning, the 66ers tied it, and this was right around the time in the afternoon in which the Lake Elsinore Storm lost their ball game. A single by Guzman to lead it off. Nelson struck out swinging, and then Wladimir Balentien hit a fly ball to right field that Segman simply had the ball skip over his glove. It was an error on Segman. Segman had the ball skip over his glove. It was a two-base error, a ball that could have been caught, second and third. Then Rivera lined out to short to Aybar, stop liner for the second out. Matt Hagan followed, and with runners at second and third and two out, he singled both of them home to left field. That tied the ball game up at 4. By this time, the starter Daniel Davidson was pulled from the ball game in favor of Phil Wilson. Wilson gave up a single to Lentz, and then a walk to Garcia Parra that loaded them up, and Justin Dowdy came out of the bullpen, and Dowdy provided a stabilizing force on the afternoon for the Quakes, setting the tone as he would become the winning pitcher in this ball game. Dowdy got Gary Harris to fly out to center field in the sixth inning, and then he worked the seventh and eighth scoreless innings. He allowed just one walk and struck out 3 in 2 1/3 innings. In the top of the eighth inning, Erick Aybar hit a home run off of Cesar Jimenez to straightaway center field with one out to give the Quakes a 5-4 lead. Erick Aybar with 12 home runs in the second half, 14 home runs on the season. Then in the ninth inning, with one out and the bases empty, Michael Napoli hit a home run to left field. That made it a 6-4 ball game for the Quakes. So the Quakes were up in this one 6-4, and into the bottom of the ninth they went. And it was Von Sturzbach. The first ball hit by Garcia Parra in the inning. Segman came over and simply again had problems with the sun and right, and the ball skipped by him. And into second base was Garcia Parra on what was ruled a double. After that, Gary Harris had to come back to right to Sturzbach. It was a line shot off of the glove of Sturzbach, and the ball was headed for center field. That ball headed for center field. Sturzbach kept it from being an RBI base hit. He kept it on the infield. He picked the ball up, threw over the first for the first out. Then Gonzalez grounded out to second base. On the play, Garcia Parra moved over to third, and then with Sturzbach facing Jesus Guzman, he got him on a called third strike to end the ball game, and the Quakes win it, and they move on to the playoffs. We want to remind you and let you know that playoff tickets will go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, playoff tickets on sale for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. And then tickets can be purchased either over the phone or in person at the Quakes ticket office. The tickets for the playoff game for Wednesday night, September 8th, Wednesday, September 8th, the Quakes will have a home playoff game against the Inland Empire 66ers. And in that game, the Quakes obviously will host it. It'll be a 7:15 start, and we'll be on the air with the pregame show on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock with the pregame show. 7:15, first pitch from the epicenter. We don't know yet who the Quakes are going to pitch. They could push Toledo back, or they could reshuffle the rotation and try and keep guys on their certain days to throw. How that will unfold, we will let you know. And a great place to check back in for some playoff information as we move along down the stretch with rcquakes.com. Our next broadcast, it'll be game one of the mini-series at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night with the pregame show at 7:15 with the first pitch. So the Quakes win it today 6-4 over the Inland Empire 66ers, and they are moving on to the postseason with the Lake Elsinore 6-4. The Lake Elsinore Storm lost 6 out of 7 this week, and the Quakes gained 3 games to win it within the 140 games and avoid going to Lake Elsinore tomorrow for a 1-game playoff. Tickets again go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The phone number to the Quakes ticket office is area code 909-481-0000. 909-481-5252. Again, the number 909-481-5252 is the number to the Quakes ticket office. Tickets for the playoffs tomorrow on sale at 10 a.m. That'll do it here from the ballpark. For my studio coordinator today, John Souter, this is Jason Anaforian inviting you back for the postseason starting on Wednesday night right here at 7 o'clock. Now again for my studio coordinator, John Souter, this is Jason Anaforian wishing you a very pleasant good afternoon right here from Arrowhead Credit Union Park, where the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes defeat the Inland Empire 66ers by the final score of 6-4. Have a good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in the Yellow Book, not the other book. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the Anaheim Angels. This has been Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball.